afternoon. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining us on Midday at 12:30. I am Amber Freeman.
And I'm Adam Banks.
It's Monday, but it's a short week for most people.
Yes, because Thanksgiving I call this Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, because you get it off.
Yes, I really do. And I'm so excited for that fall break. You should have went into higher education, Amber. You would have had that too.
Are you telling me I should have went to school longer, or I should be working in higher education?
Well, there's just no other career that I know that gets off many vacation days as the one I'm in. So.
Well, I don't think, have you ever told everybody that you actually work at a school? That's your job?
I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, yeah. So aside from doing this, I also am a college professor. I do a lot. Radio, college professor. Hey, I'm a jack of all trades.
I don't remember getting an entire week off for Thanksgiving in college or school. Like, I feel like kids get so many breaks. They get fall break, and then you were saying you get like a month off for winter. Mm-hmm. That did not happen.
Yeah.
When did this happen? That happened to you? Not me.
I tell you what, also, what's awesome about being a college professor too is during the work week, you're only required to work about 16 to 17 hours per week. So, hey.
The students, though, go a lot longer. No, I remember, we always got Thanksgiving and the Friday off because I remember going after class, I believe. Well, I would go on Thursday because we had classes on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is not a thing. So, you guys be grateful.
Yes.
Mom and Dad may not feel as grateful because they get them all week long at home.
Exactly.
All right, super fun story here. I love this story. Rob Lawless, he's a 28-year-old from Philadelphia who's on a mission to meet 10,000 strangers. So he spends an hour with each person and just listens to them talk about their lives. So far, he's currently met more than 3,000 people.
The Penn State grad started his project in 2015. His initial goal was to meet 10,000 people in 1 year, but he soon realized that it wasn't a good idea. In his first year, he did, however, meet 500 people. He finds his subjects through word of mouth and on social media. After each meeting, Lawless posts a photo of himself and the stranger along with a summary of their story.
So far, he's averaged meeting about 800 people a year. He wants to keep this project going for at least another decade, wants to take it internationally, and eventually go around on a 50-state tour. This story I love because basically what he does is he goes around and he just wants to talk to people. Mm-hmm. He started it when he was laid off from his job in 2016, and he just gets to meet people and hear their stories without having any agenda. So people are more open to open up to him and talk to him because he doesn't want anything. He's not trying to get anything from them. He just thinks it's cool to go around there and have that human connection.
Yes, to converse. And I love it because meeting total strangers, you meet people for face value when you first meet them, right? And then you don't know them, you just meet them, right? And you get your perception of them when you first meet them isn't exactly
you judge, is that what you're saying?
I think most people naturally, honestly, will judge the first impression. I think most of us do. Would you say you do that?
I don't know. Everybody has a first impression. I got into journalism because I love people's stories. So This would be a dream job for me. News is news, journalism is another thing, and there's different divisions of it. And I just really, really feel every single person has a story. And if you take the time and you listen to them, and people want to tell their stories, if you give them the right outlet, it's just amazing the strength of human nature, what people go through to become what they've been, how many people they've met, where they've gone, what they've seen, and everybody has a lesson. And the fact that he's getting to do this, and I think he's sponsored through like social media sites and different ads like that, and that's a dream job. How awesome is that?
Yeah, I love it because you are constantly getting to know this person. Minute by minute, you speak with them. And sometimes when we are talking to people, it's hard to get to know somebody 5-10 minutes. And even meeting somebody just for a day or two. This guy is speaking for them for how many? For hours at a time?
An hour each person.
An hour. I like that. That would be a dream job for me as well, I think.
What do you think the best part? What would you get out of this?
Just like you said, hearing people's stories, hearing how they ended up to where they are, that journey of how they got to where they're at is what I would like.
Yeah, super cool. Plus, I think he's talking to a lot of people who are either lonely, they don't have family members, they're in situations that other people would not take the time to talk to them because they would immediately judge who they are So these people, he's also giving them an ear, and sometimes that's all people want. They just want to be heard. So he's giving them that gift as well. So super, super cool. I think he has an Instagram page. I don't know. I don't have the details on that, but just to follow along kind of on his journey.
I know, I'd like to follow him. Maybe I can be one of those strangers he's trying to get to know so I can tell my story.
There you go. All right, well, coming up, we have a story. It's the story of the holidays, and it's all done in light. You don't even have to talk. Get in the car, drive through it. This is all happening at the Kentucky Horseback Park. Sound like I'm from Boston there. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. All right, if you live here, hopefully you know all about this event, the Southern Lights Holiday Festival. It displays famous horses that have lived at the park, the Kentucky Horse Park, that's what we're talking about, along with a huge light display that spans, get this, 3 stories high. The Kentucky Horse Park Foundation's Director of Development, Elizabeth Bartlett, is here to tell us more. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's crazy. It's opening this week. Black Friday, get your shopping finished and then head out to the horse park.
That's right. You enter through the campground, so pile your friends and family in a car. There's a 3-mile driving tour of the lights, and it's beautiful this year. It's so beautiful. And then you park your car, and there is a holiday festival that you do on foot with all kinds of attractions.
Including camel rides.
That's right.
I'm really excited about these camel rides for some reason. I don't know why.
Why is it that people get so excited about lights?
Sure. Well, I think it has become a holiday tradition for so many families, including my family. We wouldn't miss it every year. It's so beautiful. The horse park just is beautiful in general, and to see these lights, some of them that are horse themed, that celebrate Kentucky. It's just a beautiful Kentucky experience.
Well, you really draw the people out there because you kind of kicked it off this weekend with the stroll.
We did, yes. The stroll is sort of our kickoff for the event, where runners and walkers and strollers can make their way through the lights the first night we turn them on. And it doesn't matter what the weather is, because Saturday was not pleasant outside, and it was drizzling rain, and thousands came out. So
I mean, that's impressive. That says something right there in itself.
It is. We are so honored that they choose to spend their holiday time with us.
Sure.
You mentioned that it is Kentucky horse themed. Can you kind of give us an example of what you're talking about, what we might expect when we go out there and we see these displays? What you mean by that?
Well, there are lots that are just traditional holiday displays, and then there are some fairy tales in the mix, but then also ones that you'll recognize, like Keeneland and Churchill Downs are represented, and our Hall of Champions is represented with some of our famous horses that have lived or live there currently.
It's super cool. And then you have the festival that you can actually get out. You can maybe meet the big guy Santa there.
That's right. That's right. So visits with Santa. There is a model train exhibit that is amazing. It's beautiful. There's an actual train that you can ride.
Oh, super cool.
A petting zoo with some exotic animals, so that's really fun.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. What do you think it is about this event that draws the community to it?
Well, it is a fundraiser for the Kentucky Horse Park Foundation, and so I think that might be part of it. But more than anything, it's just a very budget-friendly, family-friendly way to celebrate the holidays. I know when my family goes, we make a whole night of it. We get there when it opens at 5:30, and we stay until it closes, and are entertained the whole time.
You have to, because think about how many families it's a tradition to get in the car and go around the neighborhood.
Yes, that's right.
Well, what if you don't find all the lights?
Yes.
And then it's kind of a bust. Here, you're going to see a stunning display,
right.
And then you can get out at the end too and just have some fun.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So what are the details? You said we can just pack everybody in the car.
That's right. So we open on Friday. It runs through the end of the year. The indoor attractions on foot are only open through December 23rd. So that part's important to you. Make it out before Christmas, but it's every night, opens at 5:30.
Very, very cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of people. Good way to kick off the holiday season immediately following Thanksgiving. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Definitely check it out online. They have some examples so you kind of know what you're getting into. It's worth your time, no matter what.
That's right.
Thank you. Well, stay with us because we have Chef Allison Davis in the kitchen coming up. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. Molly is back in the studio. You know we're always doing fun things with her. Well, today we are making homemade, handcrafted, what is with my words today, gifts today, with the owner, Molly Heyer of M. Heyer Woodwork. Molly, thank you so much for being here.
Happy to be here, as always.
We love when you're here. You are famous for your bourbon barrel kind of signs that you can do, and you do all these classes all around town.
I feel like at this point I've tried to make as many items as possible out of a bourbon barrel.
But you do so well at them that it's good that you're doing. But you have all kinds of other options as well. You've come on and shown us really cool holiday things all the time. Today we're talking your paint parties.
Yes, we are going to emphasize private paint parties today. The basis of that is that I come to your house and I do everything for it. I even do the ticket sales for it, all the items, lay the stencils. As you can see, there's an example of a half barrel that has a stencil on it, and all you have to do is have fun, show up, and paint. It's not asking too much.
I'm glad that you cleared up what a paint party was, because I was thinking a paint party is when you show up and you throw a bunch of paint around everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think that would go over well in too many houses.
No.
I think I wouldn't be invited back for that.
So someone who has not painted very often in their lifetime, what is expected of a first-time painter?
I truly tell people it's foolproof. I mean, with the stencils being placed on there, all you have to do is stay within lines. And the best part of it too is that the barrel, when you originally get it, it is planed down. There's no stain on it. So if you do mess up, you can just sand it down, or if I need to do a little touch-up painting, I can do that too. But I promise you will leave with something that you will love and be happy about.
I can attest to that, because we've gone through and we had a segment on it where we actually went and did the painting.
And the whole time she was like, I can't do this. This is going to look horrible. And then she pulls off the stencil and she's like, oh my gosh, look at this.
It turns out almost perfect, but there were parts that I did mess up as expected. And you were so easy about fixing them that it was no big deal.
Well,
so the pressure was off.
I'm here to help. I figure I got to earn my worth somewhere on that.
Well, the cool thing about this are these private paint parties. Like, what a great idea over the holidays to get your friends together, maybe have some wine, maybe have some apps.
And you don't have to leave your house.
Yeah. So what kind of people are booking these, and do you do anything and everything?
Oh gosh, yes. I mean, I have people that are doing, a girls' night in. I have people that have been going to their businesses if they're doing it as like a corporate function, or if their holiday party, I will bring stuff in and they can paint.
Super, super cool.
I've heard painting is very therapeutic. Would you agree to that?
Oh, completely. It's changed a little bit for me at this point, since it's now like order fulfillment, must get this done in a certain amount of time. But when I get to be creative and design something new, it's my happy place.
All right, you brought us a little bit of an example here. What are we doing?
So I went ahead and painted it ahead of time so no one was going to stress out.
Okay.
But I wanted people to see that, like I said before, that they're planed down, there's nothing on them, so when you paint them, if we have to touch them up, but to get this really cool, I guess, warmer color, or to
shine.
Yeah, to seal the paint onto the barrel top. Today we're going to use, this is a beeswax finish.
Daddy Vans. I don't know if that matters.
So it doesn't really give it too much color, and it's not going to alter the paint at all, but you just spread it around the entire barrel over the paint top too, get on the sides.
Do I get so rare?
You do, and you just really work it into the wood, and after 24 hours, then it'll be completely cured, and it's food safe too, so if you do like a cheese display on top of it, you can do that too. So
this makes me feel really effective. That's really the only reason.
But I know that there are several people that do these parties, but that's kind of what sets me apart, is the fact that I do have that clean top for you to work with, and then to have options to put something on top of it to seal it and really make it shine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, is really what sets you apart from the competition? Because there's other people who offer similar services, but you're very unique. You'll actually come to people's houses and do
Yes,
this.
that's a big one.
Yes.
That I will come there, and then like I said, it's just the product that I offer too. A lot of people just do bourbon barrels. You can go for it.
What do I do? Show me the technique here.
Wipe it all over.
Like, do I just get in there and
just get in there and get her done?
do I just I feel like I want to get in it with my fingers, but is that too much?
Yeah, you might want to spread that all the way around.
Okay, so Molly, take us through one of these parties, because you actually finish this in the time you're there, and it's ready to go, dry, good to go.
Yes. So originally you have to purchase your ticket. So after you purchase your ticket, you get a PDF that shows all of the different design options. So you choose your option.
So you choose it ahead of time.
Yes. So like when you arrive there, the stencil's already placed on the item. It's all cut out, so you are ready to rock and roll as soon as you get there and start painting. And when you arrive, I have tons of different paint options, brush sizes and whatnot, so you will be able to choose which ones you want to do and just get to painting.
These are really great gifts. I actually have one that we did on my desk here with the Kentucky one. But they make fabulous gifts, and you can tell people that you did them here.
That's the whole thing. Is I tell people is even there's been times where I've had to help people out a little bit, or maybe
a lot,
touch it up quite a bit. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you can say, I made this for you. You might want to spread that.
Am I supposed to do this over the paint? Did I already mess this up?
But like you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Really rub it in.
She's
there.
like, come on.
It looks like you know what you're doing, though.
But
That's
at the end of the day, you really can't say that, I made this handcrafted item for you.
How long does
Merry
it take to make
Christmas.
one of these babies?
The class period is usually about 2 hours. Some people, it's a little bit more than 2 hours. And it's a design. A lot of people, I actually try to push people towards more of the simple designs, because I know in theory that it seems like a really good idea to do something that might not end up turning out the way that you want, though. Like, this is one of my favorite designs, the wreath with the letter in the middle, and every person that's ever made that one has just been completely ecstatic over it.
Yeah, it's a great. I'm getting way into this.
Sometimes it's better
we
to
need
be
some
simple.
music. Molly, how do we sign up to get one of your parties?
So to do a private party, the best way to do it is to shoot me an email. But if you go on my website, it has all my contact information as well as upcoming parties. I'll be doing a barrelhead paint party at Harkness Edwards coming up here on December 8th.
So we can still sign up for that if we don't do a private party.
So if you want to do that one, or if you want to reach out and do a private party, I will get that going for you. Everything's set up, and it'll be a great time.
It really is a great idea. Like, bring your friends out there. They're super, super fun. You become very tight, and you have really great conversations when you're sitting there working on. I feel like a worker.
And that's the best part, too, is that you don't have to listen to me talk the entire time. All you have to do is paint and have fun with your friends.
It really, really is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And look how quick that changed the look of that. Oh, here we go. This camera here. It's shiny now.
Maybe a little too shiny, but it's okay.
We
We'll
like
buff that right off.
like things shiny. Molly, thank you so much. Check out her website. Have a great one. First day's done of your short week. We'll see you again tomorrow.